So we got Quiet Riot playing in the background. We got the truck on the dyno. This is a good test. We ended up on race mode with the tune-up at 324 horsepower, 518 foot-pounds of torque. But we need to back it up from where we started to how we got to where we're at. Basically, as we talked about, it's a three-part system. You got the filter back exhaust. We got the cold air intake, you can see over my shoulder, and of course the scorcher box that we used. We dynoed the truck bone stock as it rolled literally off the dealer lot. This is a brand new Titan. It went 267 horsepower, 428 foot-pounds of torque in that form. Then we went ahead and put on the air intake, which picked up 7 horsepower and 10 numbers at torque numbers at the rear tire. The exhaust didn't pick up a whole bunch of power. It was one horsepower and a few foot-pounds of torque and put us to just about 447. Changed the tone a little bit, kind of made the truck a little bit more beastly sounding. Then we went to the scorcher. We put the scorcher box on it, and we tested all 4 modes. So in the stock tune-up, it ran exactly as it would have before, 274 horsepower. Then we went to the sport tune-up, and it started to jump pretty quick. 287 horsepower, 459 foot-pounds of torque. The thing picked up a bunch of numbers. Went to Sport Plus. And that's when things really got interesting, because it was the first time we saw this truck over 300 horse at the tire. It went 309 horsepower, 491 foot-pounds of torque. And finally, in the race mode, it went 324 horsepower and 518 foot-pounds of torque. So we picked up 60 horse and almost 100 foot-pounds of torque, which are the numbers that AFE Power quotes with this kit. For us, it's pretty smart money. If you want to hot rod your Titan, there's not that many options on the market yet. We've proven on the dyno here today that you can do this work in a couple hours. It's a total driveway job, and in the process, you can really wake the truck up, make it a whole bunch more fun to drive. What do we got to do now? Burnouts. That's what we got to do now. We got to validate the test. It's the only way possible. Piece of probably the wrong choice of words to describe the sound, but it works. A little less gay, we're probably going to offend some. Yeah.
I wouldn't be embarrassed about that.
Sticker. Went from like a full Liberace to.
Where was this?
It was just hanging on the plug. You can just leave it.
Okay.
And it's the only diesel allowed in your shop because we didn't set the shop.
I didn't even smell it. You brought that thing in my living room.
It smelled weird coming up. I don't know if it regened on the way up or what, but it smelled like it smelled like you're at the airport, like with that kerosene smell.
Yeah.
It was pretty strong coming up. Weird.
Maybe go brand new.
7,000 miles on it.
Oh, okay, maybe so it's not brand new. Just figured.